Hello folks, this is Marco again. Yesterday I posted a video about a 48 team World Cup format, and we have news today. FIFA had decided on choosing a format, but it is not the one I proposed, unfortunately. But respect for FIFA for being so persistent in following what they think is correct. Never mind, I would like to explain you now in a shorter video than yesterday what my idea is about. Well, as you can see, we also have 16 groups of 3 teams each, but instead of making them loosely 16 groups, we group always 2 of the teams. So we have, and we call it differently. We don't say groups here because we don't want to confuse with what FIFA is using as terminology. So we don't call it groups of 3, but we call it pools. And you have here pool A1 and pool A2, and these 2 pools of 3 teams are grouped together and they form a so-called hex for hexagonal, and this hex has 6 teams, and these 6 teams, each of this team plays 3 matches. That's the specialty behind the system. It's not round robin, not everyone is playing everyone, but it is 3 matches for each team. So in this variation that I show you here, each team plays not against the other teams of its own pool, because then you would have here lines between 1 and 2 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 3. But each team will play each opponent of the twin group, or the twin pool to be precise, of the twin pool. So one will play 4, one will play 5, and one will play 6. And the same goes with 2 play 4, 2 play 5, and 2 play 6. And it's the same all over of all these 8 hexes. After these 3 matches for each team, we have the round of 16, the quarterfinals, the semifinals, and the finals. So this is straightforward as it is today. So this is the one variation of how to set up a schedule for such a hex. And instead of 15 matches that we would have in a real group of 6 teams, we here only have 9 matches between the contenders of 2 pools, and each team will end up with 3 matches. There's a second variation, and this second variation is called the own pool round robin plus 1 twin pool match. So that's a different towards the other proposal. As you can see here, we don't have matches always between 2 pools, but we have three matches, round robin matches between all teams of 1 pool. So 1 plays 2, 2 plays 3, and 1 also plays 3, round robin in A1, in pool A1. The same goes with pool A2, 4 plays 5, 5 plays 6, and 4 plays 6. So these would alone mean 6 matches. And then we have, of course, additional 3 matches, and this will be defined as crossover matches. So 1 will play 6, 2 will play 5, and 3 will play 4. So, and as each of these spots within a pool are allocated by drawing from a specific pot, you have various strengths here from pot X, Y, and Z. So this is the second option. Also, in the end, you have 9 matches, and you create a table for the hex for all the 6 teams, and the 2 best of this hex will advance into the round of 16. So let me here compare these 2 alternatives, the 3 twin pool matches variation and the own pool round robin plus 1 twin pool match variation. We used group A in this case, and as you can see here, these are the match numbers assigned within the group. So the first match would be on the left alternative, the match A1X versus A2Y. And what is important with this modus with both alternatives is the last matches in each hex are played simultaneously. So they have the same kickoff time, and this means um, spectacle, drama, high suspense over 90 minutes because table, the real-time table, will change with every goal scored in one of these three matches. And on the right side, you see the second alternative. You see there's slightly a different arrangement of matches played, but also here you have same kickoff time of the last three matches within this hex. So what are the benefits of the first alternative and the second alternative? In the first alternative, as you can see, this match with number 7, A1X versus A2X, means that you have here two top-seeded teams facing each other. And this is, of course, in every hex a match where we can say this is the match of the hex, because you can here have matches like Germany versus Uruguay, you can have matches like Brazil versus France, or you can have matches like Argentina versus Portugal. So this is very interesting if you have one of these 9 matches to be such a prominent match. On the right side, you can see that there is no match between A1X and A2X. And it slightly benefits the stronger team, this right variation, because one seeded team which is placed in A1, like for example A1X, like for example Germany, would only face one opponent within its own pool, which is A1Y, so a mid-strength team, and 2 opponents from the lower ranked team spot, so A1Z and A2Z. So this benefits more the seeded teams who had records from the past, whereas the other variation, the other alternative, the first one I've explained, is really fair for all teams, because every team of these 48 teams would face one strong opponent from the pot of the seeded teams, pot X, one opponent from the pot Y with mid-strength teams, and one pot from the pot Z with lower-ranked teams. Really fair distribution and almost the same chance for every team to approach. So that's in short. I hope you enjoyed it, and maybe, we don't know, maybe FIFA might change their mind. Bye bye.